Would losing in the finals prove it was a major mistake for KD to leave Oklahoma City?
I want to take people behind the curtain, give them a peek behind the curtain on First Take. You know, every day, I get questions all the time. You guys really seem to, disagree about everything. In fact, Stephen A. and I don't disagree about everything. A lot of the work, Molly, as you know on this show, comes in the meeting, where we ask questions like, hey, if KD loses, a producer will throw it out. Hey, if KD loses, doesn't win the championship, would it have been a mistake for him to go to Golden State? And Stephen A. or I or you or someone in the meeting would say, yeah, come on, who's going to take the other side of that argument? That's so obvious. So we have to keep asking questions till we get to the right one that produces disagreement, right?
Yes.
That's the real work on this show.
Because we never manufacture debate.
No, we have to
Never.
dig down and find it. Here's the greatest thing about having Domonique Foxworth pinch hitting for Stephen A. here. We get to the meeting. It doesn't matter how absurd the question. Before I can even say, yeah, no one's going to take the other side of that one, he's like, excuse me. Even if Kevin Durant loses in the finals, it wasn't a mistake for him to join a team, try to reverse engineer his greatness, take all the criticism, and still not be able to overcome LeBron with Steph and Clay and Dre joining a 73-win team. He still couldn't get it done, and yet Domonique Foxworth is about to take that position.
I can't wait for him to try to defend this one, Domonique. Sorry to pile on, but I can't believe it either.
It's no problem. It's
God bless you, Domonique Foxworth. My morning meeting was a breeze.
First, we will start with the idea that you somehow think that it's laughable that I would take the other side. Taking the other side is what great people do. You know who took the other side? Copernicus took the other side.
I never said you weren't a great person.
The world was Earth central until Copernicus took the other side and said it was a heliocentric universe. So I'm happy to be Copernicus. You can be one of those other people who we've all forgotten. I'll be Copernicus for the rest of the show. I'm fine with that. All right,
if you're Copernicus, I'm Einstein.
You're not.
We're choosing up scientists.
This is getting way too Ivy League for me.
I'm sorry. Let's get back to the point. The point is, how are you going to measure what is success or whether this was a mistake for him or not? I would measure it by if he was happier, if he's winning more, if things are coming easy. You can't just use this in a vacuum.
Wait, time out. This is about being happy now?
Damn, you got shut
down. Is this about the chip? This is about being happy?
No.
Moderators
That's a part
Mr.
of it.
Foxworth, you can't
That's a part of it. Okay, we can throw that out. So the argument, we can't just have this idea in a vacuum. If he did not go to Golden State, he would be in Oklahoma City. So he would win a championship there? No, it's not a mistake. He left an inferior team for a better team. I'm sorry, Oklahoma City. He left an inferior city for a better city. He's getting paid a tremendous amount of money to be in a place that he wants with people with whom he has the best chance to win and people with whom he gets along with and has fun with. I don't know how you can measure this, and there's no way to look at this and consider this a mistake.
And therefore, Copernicus, the problem is, if he doesn't win, it's a greater fall. In other words, he stacked the deck in his favor. When I say reverse engineer greatness, I mean because we count chips. That's what we do, especially in the NBA, and I think it's actually relevant in the NBA. If you're crewed up, we're going to wind up counting chips. Okay. That plays into it. It's not everything, but it's part of it.
Question.
Because he tried to reverse engineer his greatness and join the juggernaut to get over the hump, he has a lot more to lose. He has a longer fall if he fails.
The question is about, was it a mistake? So answer this question for me. If he was still in Oklahoma City, what would he be doing right now today?
It's very possible that they could have gotten by Golden State this year. They came, much like Golden State almost overcame the Cavs last year. I was at Game 7, Western Conference Finals. That was just as close and dramatic as the Finals Game 7.
Okay. So I'm completely comfortable if you are going to make the argument that somehow he would have been better off in Oklahoma City on that team. He would be in a better situation now.
No,
so
he's on a better team now because
he subtracted.
If you subtract any superstar from the team they're on and join another comparable team, obviously the comparable team is now much better.
He's on a better. They have better talent. You're going to argue that the talent around him is equal to the talent in Oklahoma City? It's not a mistake whether he wins or loses. Every way you want to measure this, he's in a better place with a better team. Please ask away. I'm happy. I've been teaching you all morning.
Though they were in different conferences, let's just, for the sake of argument here, do this. If Larry Bird, in his prime, would have left the Celtics and joined the Lakers, and the Lakers didn't win the championship that year, would that be better or worse for Larry Bird than if he stayed in Boston and didn't win the championship that year?
I'm sorry, but KD was not winning championships in Oklahoma City. It's not a fair comparison. I'm done. This is too easy.